Kombat has a ton of combatants. The who is your favorite Mortal Kombat character is in many ways like asking somebody who their favorite Pokemon is. There are so many good ones to pick from. And sure, a lot of people will just spit out Charizard or Pikachu, but then you get the occasional person who will say Electrode or Palpitoad. So with that unnecessary Pokemon metaphor out of the way, I'm going to give you my personal ranking of all the Mortal Kombat playable characters based purely on how much that I like them. Make sure you like and follow, by the way. We are 2/3 of the way to 100K, 2/3 of the way to that sweet, succulent play button. I want it. Coming in last place at number 84, Malvado. Lame, hard bitch. Number 83, Su Hao. Infamously and famously, the most universally disliked character they ever created. Because he's a weirdo who looks like a giant baby and is not half as cool as any of the characters he was supposed to resemble or replace. Number 82, Dramin, the only character on the MK roster that I legitimately forgot existed until I was checking my work making this video. He's a neat concept wrapped up in a blanket of who cares. Number 81, Mocap, literally a joke of a character. He's Mortal Kombat's Dan Hibiki without the goofy, endearing elements. Didn't even get a fatality. Number 80, Kai, just completely uninteresting and forgettable. Number 79, Cobra, he's just kinda like Ken, except whatever. Number 78, Jarek. The only reason anyone remembered him after Mortal Kombat 4 came out was because the meme.
This is not a brutality. This is a fatality.
Number 77, Taven. A very plain, boring white boy who showed up out of nowhere and was like, I am now the most important character in the story. Boo. Number 76, Meat. The slippery wrestler boy is one of the most infamous characters in MK, but like, I don't hate him. Number 75, Dairu. The most generic jobber-looking character in the entire series, but he had a couple of pretty good fatals and the most cringe-inducing harakiri, so that's something. And there's the bottom 10 for you. I imagine most people's would look approximately the same, give or take a few spots, but now is where it starts to get a little more interesting. Number 74, Dark Khan. The only new character in MK vs. DCU, and yeah, kinda sucks, but he also kinda looks cool, so. Number 73, Chronica. Boo! Boo, Chronica! Boo this woman! The second worst final boss in the series, see previews. Number 72, Kira. Tits. That is all. Literally. Throw a turtleneck on her, and we will all simultaneously forget that she ever existed. That said, if my idea of her becoming Rhea Ripley ever came to fruition, then she hops up to the top 20 easily, instantly. Number 71, Cetrion. I never vibed with her. She felt... I don't know, I just don't like her. I don't like her. Number 70, Kung Jin. The only reason anyone remembers this guy is because A, he's gay, and B, he's the bow and arrow guy. Not because he's a particularly good character, he did anything particularly memorable. He's token. Number 69, nice, Moloch. The concept was better than the execution, but he has redemption potential also. Number 68, Chameleon. His lore on Armageddon was literally, I've been hiding the whole series, and his design isn't as cool and memorable as Chameleon, so. Number 67, Chujinko. I kinda like that he was the main character who ended up being a dumb bitch. Number 66, Darius. The epitome of a perfectly fine character. Number 65, Blaze. He's not super awesome or anything. Number 64, Reiko. I really like what they did with him in the new era. One of the few characters that I thought absolutely was improved by the remake. Number 63, Shinnok. I never hated Shinnok, to be honest. It was just really hard to follow Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn. I think that's how most people feel, even if subconsciously. Number 62, Armageddon Blaze. Blaze, but cooler. Number 61, Jackie Briggs. I do not feel strongly about her one way or the other. Number 60, Li Mei. I like her more than most people. Doesn't necessarily mean she's one of my favorites. For real though, she gets too much flack. At least old Li Mei. New Li is very, very boring. Number 59, Dagon. The twins were kind of lame, and having them suddenly be shoved in and be the linchpin of the entire series was maybe not the best idea, but Dagon has some interesting stuff to him with the red dragon and all that, so that, some points. Number 58, Zombie Liu Kang. Yes, he counts as his own character. He's kind of a neat idea, but eh. Number 57, Tanya. I like the original evil henchwoman to all the big bads version of Tanya, but the new one's fine too. Number 56, Old Naga. A lot cooler than concept and execution, like someone else we mentioned earlier, but still not bad. However, the fact that he got put into a coma via poisoning, the least Mortal Kombat thing ever, knocks him down a few pegs. Number 55, The Collector. A punk loser that no one really cared about, who was actually kinda cool. Feelings on him are mixed. Number 54, Hotaru, the stick-up-the-ass head of the totalitarian order of military, who is the antithesis of Havoc, and I kinda like he looks like he could be an automaton. Number 53, Ashra. I dig her aesthetic and her backstory. I miss her hat. like Asha. Number 52, Natara. Original Natara was better than new era Natara, but still not bad. I have a bit of a soft spot for, murderous vampires. Cyber Sub-Zero. A cool idea, yuck, but we all know the original is the best. Takeda. His whip swords are really cool. Other than that, he's fine. Number 49, Frost. Sub-Zero with more angst and bigger boobs. She's pretty good. Number 48, Otaro. He was peak coolness in his debut in MK3, and it's been kind of downhill since then with a small bump in MK1. But he's definitely the weakest of the arcade era bosses and sub-bosses. Number 47, Triborg. A really cool concept, but I like the personality of the normal cybers more. Number 46, Fujin. God of Wind and Rain's little brother. He's cool. Number 45, Serena. I want to like her more, but she's just gotten so little representation. If she's cool and playable, in the next game, she could easily crack the top 30 probably. Number 44, Create-A Fighter. Should this count? Probably not. But screw you, KAF made Armageddon go from cool to amazing, but it's still not going to go that high on the list. Number 43, Ermac. I don't care for Ermac. And we're halfway there, living on a prayer. Number 42, Kotal Khan. He should be a lot cooler than he is. They just use him as a freaking urinal since his debut. Nah. Number 41, K-Million. A really cool looking design. I like that she came back in MK1. She just has not had enough chances to really shine. Number 40, Rain. He's cool. Number 39, Kitana. I've never really been that into Kitana. I know she's the OG ninja lady, but I'm not saying she's bad, but I don't know. I think it's the fans. I don't like the fans. Number 38, Cyber Smoke. Of the Cybers, he is pretty cool, but my least favorite of the Cybers, I like Human Smoke more. Number 37, Quan Chi. Some people think that Quan's overrated. Some people think that he's underrated. Personally, I think he's just right, and I like his place in the story. Number 36, Smoke. The most ninja-y of all the ninjas, and that kind of unfortunately makes him feel a little more generic. He's still really cool, don't get me wrong. Rest in peace is dumb Mortal Kombat 9 here. Number 35, Devora. She is the ultimate heel in Mortal Kombat. Everybody hates her and wants to see her dead, and she's done just enough to be established, but not be like super OP. Devora is a great villain. Number 34, Sector, the red one. Number 33, Cyrax, the more unique and fleshed out of the original Cybers. And between the bombs and the net and the weird teleport, Cyrax is, in my opinion, the best one. Number 32, Jax. Dig the metal arms, and I like the military background. Number 31, Nightwolf. Probably the best of the spirit warrior fighting game archetype. I like Nightwolf, if only he didn't have a history of consistently mediocre fatalities. Number 30, Raiden. Yeah, I like him, he's cool, but he's always been my least favorite of the original 10. Number 29, Sindel. The Scream Queen is one of those characters when anytime she's not on the roster, we're all asking, but where is Sindel? Because she's great. Number 28, Bo Raicho. This pants-shitting moron who's secretly a badass, kindred spirit. Number 27, Striker. The top cop is kind of a generic white guy with a gun, but that's also kind of why I like him. Number 26, Sonya Blade. The first lady of Mortal Kombat. Sonya is a staple of the series for a really good reason. Sonya is fantastic. Number 25, Garrus. The right-hand man to the ruler of the time-space continuum. Whether he's the attack dog for Kronika or the wizened advisor for Liu Kang. Definitely the best addition from MK11. Number 24, Cabal. That's a tech boy. I love Mortal Kombat's Resident Speedster, and I don't think that anybody will fight me on him being this high on the list. Number 23, Jade. My third favorite of the Lady Ninjas. And yes, a large part of it is because I played Mortal Kombat 9 in the middle of puberty. I'll admit it. Number 22, Liu Kang. Liu Kang is cool and the chosen and all that, but nowhere near my personal top 10. Of course, he is still great, and I really like Fire God Liu Kang in the new era. Number 21, Scarlet. If you told me that she was your favorite Mortal Kombat ninja, I would not fight you. She is fantastic and the embodiment of Mortal Kombat. Number 20, Kung Lao. Man with the magic hat. He's one of the most iconic combatants in the franchise, and we all love watching him die over and over and over. Number 19, Aaron Black. Mortal Kombat's very own Clint Eastwood. I love me a cowboy, and debatably the best edition from MKX, and I even like his look more in X than I did in 11. Number 18, Melina. My favorite lady ninja. She's psycho, she's horny, she's great. Everyone loves Monster Girl. Number 17, Kenshi, the blind swordsman without a doubt, the best addition from MKDA, and he's so cool, he got his own animated spin-off movie. What other non-arcade era character have gotten their own spin-off? Exactly. Number 16, Ferrator. This gruesome twosome, I think, is the most underrated character in the history of the franchise. I love me a good big brute and little weasel pairing that is a tale as old as time, and these two are a greatly underappreciated version of that. Number 15, Reptile. Best theme song and still the best secret character in the game's history. Number 14, Sub-Zero. He's cooler than a cucumber, and whether it's Bi-Han or Kuai Liang, Sub-Zero is fantastic. Number 13, King Taro. I love the Shokan, and this kitty warrior is fantastic. It's such a cool thing where it's like, oh, there's not just the one kind. It's just a damn shame that he's been so underutilized. Number 12, Shiva. Shokan with boobs. End of discussion. Number 11, Kano. This Aussie piece of crap is one of the best in the series from every angle. His character, his design, his personality. Kano is just amazing and barely missed out on being in the top 10. Speaking of, number 10, Shang Tsung. He's gotta be top 10. From the games to the movies, every appearance that Shang Tsung has is iconic and a banger in its own way. Shang Tsung is fantastic. Number 9, Scorpion. The poster boy for a reason. He is freaking great. I significantly prefer Hanzo over Kuai Liang, but hey, it's still good. Number 8, Baraka. Spiky demon guy with arm blades is neat. Number 7, Cassie Cage. She's the spawn of Johnny, so that by itself would be enough to put her into the top 10 on my book. But also she holds her own as a character and a member of the roster. Almost everyone agrees that she was the best of the Kombat kids, and she got enough of both of her parents so you can feel both. But she doesn't just feel like a Johnny and Sonya tribute act. Number 6, Noob Saibot. The self-cloning thing is just awesome to me. I don't know why, I love it. Aesthetically, he's one of the coolest and most unique characters, not just Mortal Kombat and fighting games as a whole, and I kind of love how unabashedly evil that he was in previous timelines. We're into the top 5, kicking it off with Havoc. The Cleric of Chaos was, without a doubt, the best addition to the 3D era games gave us. His pure chaos, I'm not evil, but I'm totally evil, character is perfect for Mortal Kombat, and his initial design was a home run on the first swing. Number 4, Shao Kahn. A great character who is as simple as he is badass. A muscle-bound Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Conqueror style character who just wants to bulldoze his way into ruling all of reality. And Shao Kahn is great and better than General Shao. Moving on. Number 3, Tremor. The Rock Ninja has gotten less than half the play that he deserves, having initially been kicked to the curb in favor of Rain, and then debuting in the worst MK game ever, not being playable for 15 years after that. But once we finally got him, he was just the best. Top tier as he deserved to be, and he's a Johnny Cage fanboy, which hits me right here. Tremor is amazing, and his MKX look is still the best one he's ever had. Number 2, Goro. When I was a little kid, there was nothing half as cool as a big four-arm martial arts monster. Between the games and the movie, I thought Goro was just the most awesome character I had ever seen. And with time, he has just gotten cooler. The Prince of Pain started off as just this four-armed attack dog, and now being the prince of one of the coolest warrior races in all of fiction. A thinking villain who's more than just a killing machine, has his own morals, motives, goals, and code of honor. I love Goro, but he just is a close second to the true number 1 in my heart.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Cage.
And the award goes to...
He's my boy, Blue. I love Johnny Cage and have ever since I first discovered Mortal Kombat as a little kid. Something about his level douchebag personality just speaks to me, and once I got into actually playing MK, he became my forever main except MK11, and I just love him. The fighting, the personality, the style, everything that I wish I could be. He's the best, he's the coolest, and Johnny Cage is my number 1 favorite Mortal Kombat character. So there we have it, my personal tier list of every single playable Mortal Kombat character in the franchise. What do you think of my list, and what is your personal top 5? Let me know, and follow for more MK content.